Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yes, as we come to the end of 1 year, we are about to enter a new year. That's usually how it works. 2025. And I figured now's the time to get the late night crap DVD reviews going again, because it's been quite a long time. I think 3 months was the last one, and before that it was 9 months. So in about 2 years, I think we've seen about 7. And I do have a rather large stack of stuff here that I want to go through briefly, just to show you what you can expect over the year 2025. Hopefully, I'm hoping I can get all this lot done in 1 year. But anyway, let's have a look. Some weird stuff, some stuff that I bought quite a while ago. Yeah, let's take a look and see what we can expect in 2025's late night crap DVD reviews. Oh dear me. Okay, so let me just go from the top of the pile. Can't believe this is an actual 101 release. 101 films. This is called Lair of the Beast. Yes, truly terrifying. Some species are best left undiscovered. You can see it kind of looks kind of bit of a werewolfy type film. Maybe a bit of Bigfoot. Dare you enter? So, yeah, I really don't know too much about it. It's about 4 friends hiking to the pinewood forest to find evidence of the chupacabra, a creature believed to be responsible for the disappearance of a group of experienced hikers a year earlier. So there we go. So that is Lair of the Beast. I'm just going to do a little brief synopsis on these. We also have a lot of dust on this one. Dear me. This is The Quake. This is from the makers of The Wave. I actually don't think this is going to be a really bad film. So I don't know if this deserves to go in the late night crap DVD pile, but I'm still going to include it because I don't know how good the effects are going to be. Now, I have watched The Wave, which was a really good film. But yeah, we'll add it. We'll add it. You know, it might be the best late night crap DVD movie I've ever seen. That's not saying much, is it? Next up, we've got Ape versus Mecha Ape. Obviously, thinking on the old Kong and Ghostbusters, Kong and Godzilla. So, yeah, that should be quite interesting. I mean, again, the effects look pretty good, but if you remember the cover of the rabbit one, what was it, the Beaster Bunny? You remember what the cover was like on that? It looks really terrifying, and look what we got. So yes, recognising the destructive power of its captive giant ape, the military makes its own battle-ready AI mecha ape. So we've got Ape versus Mecha Ape. Oh, dear me. What we got next? Next up, we have a film called Oceans Rising. It's probably a film about flooding. Yeah, I hope you can swim. An epic apocalyptic disaster in the view of The Day After Tomorrow and San Andreas. Again, impressive cover, but I don't know. I really don't know. I like how they put people's names along the top of them. Like we're actually supposed to know the hell they are. Oh dear. What we got next? Next up, we've got a film called Blood Glacier. A slice of horror reminiscent of John Carpenter's The Thing. Oh, okay. That's got me peaked. It does look like it's a very snowy location as well. So that should be interesting. A truly chilling creature feature. The gates of hell are made of ice. In this tense horror thriller, paying homage to the Thing and Assault on Precinct 13. Okay, so we'll give that one a go. Next up, we've got Exists. Is it called Exists? Yeah, Exists. Again, this looks like a bit of a werewolf film. It breathes, it hunts, it exists. From the director of the Blair Witch Project. Really? Okay. So this could be kind of like a werewolfy type of thing. A group of friends set out on an adventure to remote woods in Texas, planning a weekend of fun and partying. But visions of a carefree retreat are shattered when an accident on a dark and desolate country road. Okay, I'm not going to read any more because that might give it some of the stuff away. But there we go. Yeah, okay. Give that one a go. It exists. Next up, Bullet Train Down. Yes, I think this came out a couple of days after Bullet Train came out with Brad Pitt. Explosive. So this is going to be the same type of thing, isn't it? It's going to be Bullet Train meets Runaway Train meets Unstoppable. So we'll give that a go. On its super hyped maiden run from LA to San Francisco, the world's fastest bullet train is rigged with a bomb that will explode if it dips below 200 miles an hour. It's bloody speed on a train. That's what it is. It's speed on a train. Oh dear. Ooh, I recognise him actually. It's Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore's in it. Okay. That'd be fun. Next up, we have a bit of shark action. The Reef. What's it called? Stalked. Yes. From the director of... What's that say? From the director of The Reef, Blackwater and Blackwater Abyss. So basically all of the crap shark films. It Will Find You. Again, another good cover. Looks good. After Nick and Annie witness the horrific murder of their sister, they try to escape the trauma by travelling to a remote Pacific island with two close friends for kayaking adventure. But within hours of arriving, the women are attacked from far from land by a great white shark. It's basically Jaws, but very cheap. What we got next? Bear. Yeah. Just play dead. Dare to go down to the woods today. I like that. That's a good tagline. Terror comes with claws. I love these taglines. When two young couples on a road trip make the fatal decision to take a shortcut through a deserted forest, they find themselves terrified and stranded with a blown tyre. I thought I was going to say a brown tyre. A blown tyre in the territory of a clan of colossal bears. There we go. Bit of grisly action for you. What we got next? We have Sharktopus. 50% shark, 50% octopus, 100% deadly. And that really does look like a Jaws poster. It does. Yeah. What does it say up here? It is known as S11. A diabolical hybrid of shark and octopus created by genetic scientist Eric Roberts. Oh my God. In the US Navy's super weapon. But when its control implants are damaged during a training experiment, the beast escapes to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico for a taste of sun. Yeah, there we go. Sharktopus. And then we have Boar. Hogs and Kisses, a full throttle monster pig movie. Again, it looks pretty good. £5.99. Get ready for some giant monster pig on the loose fun. In the harsh Australian outback lives a beast with a ruthless driving need for blood and destruction. It cares for none, defends its territory with brutal force and kills with a raw animalistic savagery. There we go. So that could be good, actually. What we got next? Next we got what? Red Ghost Nazi Hunter. Based on a true story, an epic war story full of pulse-pounding action. Okay, Well, there's an axe down there in someone's helmet. Pardon. It looks like the Expendables up the top there. Grand battle sequences, excellently choreographed and directed on large-scale set pieces with impressive stunt work. Who said that? December 30th, 1941, a small group of Soviet soldiers are trying to reach their own comrades after having escaped a Nazi encirclement when they are caught in an unequal battle with a special unit of the Wehrmacht, whatever that is. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So, Nazis, expect Nazis. Shadows, Hank Marvin. Sinister and creepy. I like the look of that. Alma and Alex live in an abandoned hotel deep in the woods. Everything is always deep in the woods. Why is everything deep in the hoods? In the woods. Their mother, a strict, overprotective woman, has sheltered them from ominous presences known as shadows, which live in the daylight and infest the world beyond the woods and river. As the sisters grow older, they become more curious about what inhabits the thick, dark woods. Kind of reminds me a bit of the end of what was it? Shyamalan's one, The Village. Yeah, but creatures living in the woods. Next up, we've got Ice. The new Ice Age Apocalypse. They show Big Ben and all the Houses of Parliament all frozen over. Stephen Moyer and Sam Neill. Okay, so people I've heard of. Unprecedented, undetected, unstoppable. The destructive events of global warming cause unimaginable devastation and panic worldwide. The human race finds itself contemplating the dawn of a new ice age in this epic disaster starring Richard Roxburgh, Francis O'Connor, Claire Forlani, Ben Cross, Simon Callow, Patrick Bergen, with Stephen Moyer and Sam. That's a bloody impressive cast for a film like that. Flipping hell. And it's on from Bobby Dazzler Media, so we'll give that one a go. That's quite an impressive cast. Whether it's an impressive film, who knows. What we got next? Creep Van. Yes, scary as hell. Let the bad times roll. This is obviously going to be someone in a van that kidnaps people, probably. Life without a car can be murder. Nobody is going to learn that lesson faster than Campbell Jackman, a 20-something out of work and out of options misfit in Detroit. After a disastrous move to Los Angeles, Campbell is quickly learning that the only thing worse than life with no wheels is trying to buy one from a creepy madman. Nice. Next up, we got Terror Birds. Not Thunderbirds or Terrorhawks. They're not extinct. Hatching soon near you. Oh, hello. Someone's a little bit starkers running through the forest. Terror birds have escaped. When a scientist learns of a legend about monstrous birds while on an expedition, he sets off on a journey to find them. He discovers two 10-foot birds, long thought extinct, captures them and takes them back to Texas. Okay, a bit like Jurassic then. Next up, we got another disaster film, Welcome to Armageddon. Geo-disaster. History's greatest disasters in one place at the same time. Piles on the chaos and never relents. A family in Los Angeles finds themselves separated during a convergence of history's greatest disasters. A supervolcano, a mega earthquake, and a massive twister. Wow, okay, so could be a bit Armageddonish. Gag. A terrifying and torturous horror movie as good as it gets. Dying is easy, staying alive is torture. This kind of gives me Saw vibes. I think it does give me Saw vibes. Definitely Saw vibes. In the tradition of Saw, two professional thieves break into the house in search of a safe. Instead, they discover a man beaten beyond recognition, tied in a hidden room. They decide to help, only to become trapped by a serial killer whose torture methods will have them begging for death. Is Saw. What we got next? Next up, we have The Haunting of Margam Castle. Based on a true story, the most haunted building in the UK. I think this one was sent to me by a subscriber. In the walls, if the walls could talk, they would scream. For many years, the dark and foreboding Margam Castle, long considered one of the most haunted buildings in the UK, has been abandoned, or so it seemed. An American research team taking interest in the castle's history of unexplained deaths and supernatural sightings. Ooh. A bit more shark action now. Shark bait. From the executive producers of Great White and the 47 Meters Down series. The 47 Meters films I thought were actually not bad. Yes. Jet skis and a shark. You can't go wrong. Terror runs deep. A group of spring breakers are enjoying the weekend of a lifetime in Mexico. What's it with sharks, jet skis and Mexico? After a night spent partying on the beach until dawn, the friends steal a couple of jet skis to have some fun out at sea. But bravado and bad decisions lead to a terrifying head-on collision, causing one of the jet skis to sink, leaving the other broken down and one of the friends badly injured. Alone and adrift 2 miles from land, this is where the true horror begins. So, jet skis stuck in the middle of the ocean with sharks. Damn Sea Vampires. No, I don't know who any of that lot is. Oh, Jonathan Lipnicki? He's familiar. That name is familiar. He's a little kid, isn't he, with the blonde hair and the glasses. He was in a big film. I can't remember which film, though. Here comes the deep shit. They cut that off down the bottom there. Dive into the depths of unspeakable terror as Sharknado's Cassie Skirbo comes face to fin with a swarm of blood-sucking sea monsters in this suspense-drenched chiller. There. Co-starring Jonathan Lipnicki, Jerry Maguire. There you go. Okay. Damn Sea Vampires. Jurassic Thunder. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Yes. Filled with great monster effects. Oh, I'll be the judge of that. Ultimate Hunter, Ultimate Weapon. We've got pterodactyls, we've got T-Rexes, we've got helicopter gunships. But have we got any of that in the film? So good it's bad. Throws the audience in at the deep end. When a virus topples an African government, a ruthless warlord seizes their nuclear arsenal. Desperate to stop him without starting World War III, the US military agrees to use unconventional means. Russian weaponized dinosaurs. Oh, Christ's sake. When the virus infects the dinosaurs, 4 commandos are sent in to clean up the mess. Yeah. Pulp Fiction meets Zombieland. Kentucky Fried Zombies. Wonderful visuals, gory with a portion of black humour. Well, it's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be. Stop in and get a bite. Ken is a wandering and unassuming serial killer who enters an empty diner during the graveyard shift. After a flirtatious conversation with the diner's lone waitress, Rose, Ken kills her and promptly delivers the same fate to the diner's cook, Fred. Well, that's half of the bleeding restaurant gone then. As Ken cleans up the bloody mess and deposits Rose and Fred into the walk-in freezer, company arrives. A young, unhappy, married and constantly bickering couple, Rob and Kathy, stop to the diner only to be followed by the arrival of a sheriff. Ken now finds himself in the middle of a quandary, which he manages well until the unthinkable happens. Okay, so there we go. Obviously, Fred and Rose turn into zombies with eating chicken. The Monster. From the director of The Strangers. I don't know anybody who's in that. Ella Ballantyne? I don't know. Flawless, dark, unflinching tale of horror. I must see. Kind of looks a bit like Alien 3. From the producer of Suicide Squad, American Hustle and Wonder Woman. Okay. Calling time on life with her volatile alcoholic mother, neglected younger Lizzie is en route to start a new life with her estranged father when a car accident leaves mother and daughter stranded on a desert country road on a stormy night. Desperately awaiting help, the pair soon realise that they are not alone. A terrifying evil is lurking in the surrounding woods, and apparently it's hungry. It's me. Oh dear. What we got next? Skyjacked. Hijacked and headed for nuclear disaster. High altitude action thriller. Terror in the skies. All hell breaks loose when Russian operatives hijack a commercial American jet, planning to crash it into a nuclear power plant near Washington, D.C. If successful, they will wipe out the entire eastern seaboard, killing millions of people. Ooh. The scene is set for an epic battle in the skies as a commercial pilot goes up against the terrorists in a battle to the death. I reckon this is probably going to be a bit like Executive Decision. Meets, what was the one with Ray Liotta? Turbulence, probably. What we got next? Circus Kane. Well, you know why this one came out? Yeah, probably it had just been released. It says down there, it has a name. Let the games begin. Oh, I can't read that, can I? A reclusive circus master invites a group of social media stars to his house of haunts. Anyone who can make it out before being scared into submission will earn £250,000. But the stars soon learn they are not only competing for money, but also fighting for their lives. Okay. Oh, another end of the world disaster one. Armageddon, America. I like that. That's a pretty good image. Guns, explosions and helicopters. An end of the world shocker. The panic is paranoia. It's highly charged. A slick action adventure. Guns galore. In America, a global terrorist organisation alongside the United Nations have disabled the US power grid and instituted martial law, causing terror and panic throughout the country. It is down to the army of patriots with strong survival skills to save America and reclaim their freedom. Okay. Another cold snap. Age of Ice. The world's greatest desert, now a frozen apocalypse. Disaster movie. What's this? Disaster movie of epic proportions. The New Ice Age. Oh yeah, you got the old pyramids and the Sphinx. Egypt has frozen over. When sudden and massive earthquakes open a tectonic plate, the result is unstable weather and freezing temperatures that at night become impossible to survive. Attempting to reach safety, a vacationing American family in Egypt must battle the rapidly cooling temperatures that usher in a new ice age. Ooh. Day after tomorrow, set in Egypt. Shark Attack. Based on real events, Michael Madsen. Terror is just below the surface. She looks like, what am I doing in this film? Yes, dozens of great white sharks attack the sleepy coast town of Gold Coast, California, resulting in several deaths and forcing the town council to bring in a group of marine biologists and shark hunters to solve the problem. It's Jaws, isn't it? It's bloody Jaws. Oh, dear me. Attack of the Meth Gator. Oh, dear. I do like that cover, though. Oh, that's a bit snappy. When an alligator eats a load of drugs, all hell breaks loose in Florida. That's it. That's the only synopsis. It's cocaine. Well, cocaine bear, isn't it? It's cocaine bear with an alligator. Robot apocalypse. Transformers. What's it say at the top here? It says, Rise of the Robots must be stopped. This is on Dazzler Media, Bobby Dazzler Media. When expert hacker Tara tries to stop a powerful sentient AI as it takes over the world's military, the AI marks her as a terrorist that must be exterminated. I bought this for £7.99. Flipping hell. I usually wait until these are about £3. It's definitely going to be Transformers. San Francisco earthquake. Countdown to the big one. Look at all that. Lots of damage. As a massive earthquake threatens San Francisco, a series of foreshocks wreak havoc across the city. Now, an elite team of emergency service and disaster experts converge on the anticipated epicentre, working tirelessly to save as many lives as possible and stop the big one before it strikes. Earthquake. 3 left. The Bigfoot tapes. Intense almost made me jump out of my seat. Bit of a weird sleeve that one is. Be afraid, be very afraid. 3 filmmakers are inspired by the story of a Bigfoot sighting in Northern California. Following the witnesses' claims that a 7-foot beast ripped his dog in half, nice, Stephen, Davey and Shai travelled to SkyQ County, hoping to interview the locals and create a documentary laying bare one of the great American mysteries. Who ripped their dog in two? Zombiesaurus. There is only one thing worse than zombies on the loose. A zombie dinosaur. A cult classic in the making. Wow. I'm not sure about that, but it looks a bit fun. A military unit led by Cuchilla Vasquez. So many names on here, and they're all foreign. They must team up with a group of tech nerd millennials after the United States is struck by an electromagnetic pulse asteroid attack. The group are trapped inside the labyrinth compound. A maverick scientist and political terrorist responsible for the attack. Yeah, something like that. Zombies and dinosaurs. And last one, Ape versus Monster. Again, another Godzilla and Kong, obviously. The Battle of the Giants. Will it really look like that? I mean, will it really look like that? It's not going to look like that. An ape lost in space. What the hell? Crash lands back on Earth. Why is there an ape in space? But then again, wasn't there one in Ad Astra? There was one, wasn't there, on the station? The vessel oozes a sludge that triggers massive growth in both the ape as well as a passing monster. Once the creatures reach Titanic size, their paths cross again, leading to a giant brawl in which the fate of mankind hangs in the balance. It is going to be Kong. It's Kong, Godzilla, all that kind of shit. There we go. That is it. So that's all the ones that hopefully we will get through in 2025. Don't know where I'm going to start. I'll just pluck one out at random and see how we go. But I hope you stay with the series. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And we'll take a little journey in 2025 with all that last shit. See you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.